tired of sky-high drug prices? Fed up with a healthcare system that seems to prioritize profits over people? Well, you're not alone. And things might be about to change in a big way. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and his appointment as Secretary of Health under the new Trump administration has the potential to shake the foundations of the pharmaceutical industry. In this video, we'll dive deep into RFK Jr.'s plans to dismantle Big Pharma, explore the potential consequences, and discuss what this could mean for the future of healthcare in America. Kennedy has a long history of challenging the pharmaceutical industry. He's written books, given countless speeches, and even sued pharmaceutical giants. Now, he's in a position to turn his words into action. But will he succeed? What obstacles will he face? And what will the consequences be for everyday Americans? Stay tuned to find out. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. hasn't just been a critic of the pharmaceutical industry, he's been a relentless force challenging their power and influence for decades. He's not afraid to call out what he sees as a deeply entrenched system of corruption, where Big Pharma and government agencies like the FDA are too closely intertwined. He argues that this cozy relationship, as he calls it, has created a system where profits take precedence over the safety and well-being of patients. Kennedy believes that this profit-driven system has had devastating consequences. He points to the opioid crisis, where pharmaceutical companies aggressively marketed highly addictive painkillers despite knowing the risks, leading to widespread addiction and overdose deaths. He also highlights the rising rates of chronic diseases like autism and autoimmune disorders, which he attributes in part to the overprescription of drugs and the widespread use of toxic chemicals in our food and environment. Kennedy's book, The Real Anthony Fauci, serves as a comprehensive indictment of the pharmaceutical industry. In it, he meticulously documents what he sees as a pattern of deception and manipulation, accusing drug companies of manipulating research. He claims that pharmaceutical companies often cherry-pick data from clinical trials to make their drugs appear more effective and safer than they actually are. They also allegedly bury unfavorable research findings that could harm their profits. Suppressing dissenting voices. Scientists and doctors who raise concerns about the safety of drugs are often silenced or discredited, according to Kennedy. He argues that the pharmaceutical industry uses its financial power to intimidate critics and protect its interests, influencing politicians and regulators. Kennedy alleges that Big Pharma spends billions of dollars lobbying politicians and donating to their campaigns, ensuring that laws and regulations favor the industry's interests over those of the public. Kennedy's claims are controversial, and he has been accused of spreading misinformation and fear-mongering. But his work has also resonated with many people who are frustrated with the high cost of healthcare and concerned about the safety of drugs and vaccines. The Real Anthony Fauci has sparked a heated debate about the role of the pharmaceutical industry in our society. Have you read it? What are your thoughts on RFK Jr.'s claims? Do you agree with his assessment of the industry, or do you think he's overstating the problem? Let's discuss in the comments below. With RFK Jr. at the helm of the Department of Health, we can expect some major changes in healthcare policy. While the specifics are still unclear, Kennedy has hinted at a few key areas he plans to focus on. Increased transparency. He wants to shine a light on the drug approval process, forcing pharmaceutical companies to disclose all their research data, including negative findings. This could help prevent the suppression of unfavorable results and give the public a more accurate picture of drug safety and efficacy. Reforming the FDA. Kennedy has vowed to purge the FDA, suggesting a major overhaul of the agency's leadership and practices. He wants to make the FDA more independent and less susceptible to industry influence. Promoting alternative medicine. Kennedy is a strong advocate for alternative medicine and preventative healthcare. He believes that these approaches have been marginalized by the current profit-driven system. He may push for increased funding for research and education on alternative therapies. What do you think of these proposed changes? Are they necessary to improve our healthcare system? Share your thoughts in the comments. Kennedy's mission to dismantle Big Pharma is a bold undertaking with the potential to dramatically reshape the healthcare landscape in America. While it could bring about much-needed change, it's crucial to acknowledge both the potential benefits and risks involved. On the positive side, increased competition and transparency could lead to significantly lower drug prices, making essential medications more accessible and affordable for patients. This could alleviate the financial burden that many individuals and families face when trying to access life-saving treatments. Additionally, a more rigorous and independent drug approval process could result in safer and more effective medications. By reducing the influence of industry lobbying and funding on regulatory decisions, we could see a decline in the number of harmful side effects and ensure that only truly beneficial drugs reach the market. Furthermore, a shift towards preventative healthcare could have a profound impact on public health. By focusing on preventing diseases rather than simply treating them, we could reduce the overall burden of chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. This approach could lead to a healthier population and lower healthcare costs in the long run. However, it's essential to consider the potential downsides. Excessive regulations and reduced profitability could discourage pharmaceutical companies from investing in research and development, potentially hindering the pace of medical innovation. This could slow down the development of new treatments and cures for life-threatening diseases. Another concern is that if pharmaceutical companies withdraw from the market or reduce production due to lower profits, patients may face shortages or limited access to essential medications. This could have serious consequences for individuals who rely on these drugs to manage their health conditions. Finally, disrupting the complex pharmaceutical industry could have unintended consequences. This could include the proliferation of counterfeit or substandard drugs, or an increase in the popularity of unproven and potentially harmful alternative therapies. It's crucial to carefully consider all of these potential implications before making any drastic changes to the pharmaceutical industry. RFK Jr.'s journey to reform the healthcare system will be anything but smooth. He's embarking on a path riddled with challenges and opposition, a veritable David versus Goliath battle against one of the most powerful industries in the world. The pharmaceutical lobby, with its deep pockets and far-reaching influence, will undoubtedly mobilize its vast resources to protect its interests. Lobbyists will swarm Capitol Hill, campaign contributions will flow to compliant politicians, and a barrage of negative advertising will attempt to discredit Kennedy and his agenda. He can also expect pushback from lawmakers who have long benefited from Big Pharma's financial support, and even from some healthcare professionals who may feel threatened by his proposed changes. But RFK Jr. is no stranger to uphill battles. He has a long and storied history of fighting for what he believes in, even when faced with seemingly insurmountable odds. From his environmental activism to his advocacy for vaccine safety, he has consistently challenged powerful institutions and entrenched interests. He's known for his tenacity, his unwavering commitment to his beliefs, and his willingness to speak truth to power, no matter the personal cost. Whether he ultimately succeeds in dismantling Big Pharma or not, his efforts are guaranteed to ignite a national conversation about the role of the pharmaceutical industry in our society. He's forcing us to confront uncomfortable questions about the influence of money in politics, the prioritization of profits over people, and the true cost of our healthcare system. This conversation is long overdue, and it has the potential to fundamentally reshape the future of healthcare in America. In this video, we explored RFK Jr.'s mission to dismantle Big Pharma, his plans for reforming the healthcare system, and the potential implications of his actions. RFK Jr.'s appointment as Secretary of Health is a major development with the potential to reshape the healthcare landscape in America. Whether you agree with his views or not, one thing is certain: the coming years will be a time of significant change and upheaval in the world of healthcare. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content on the most important issues of our time. And don't forget to click the link on the screen to watch more of our videos. Thanks for watching.